Hi, my name's Tom Whitney. I am 49 years old and I live just outside of Orlando in Central Florida. As you can tell by my little background here, that I enjoy the pool and I enjoy my lake. I have graduated from the University of Central Florida here, and my wife and I own an engineering company just outside of Orlando as well. I was at the gym one morning, which, I've been going to the gym for several years, and I was looking in the mirror and I saw a spot on my left shin, and I thought it was unusual, but I watched it for a couple days and then it really blew up pretty quick. So I went to the dermatologist. I had her look at the spot on my shin, and she said, "Well, while you're here, would you like us to go ahead and do the full body screen?" And I said, "Sure, go ahead." So she ended up taking a biopsy of the spot on my shin and then also a piece on the top of my head. 2 days later, I got a call saying the spot on my leg was squamous cell carcinoma, but the one on my top of my head was melanoma. And at the time, I was like, okay, well, we can just burn it off, or, what are you going to do with it? She's like, well, that one's not quite so simple. The one on my leg, they did it in the doctor's office there as an outpatient, but the one on my top of my head, she's like, you're going to have full surgery. And that's when it really kind of hit me that I had cancer. Once I realized that I had melanoma and I found Impact Melanoma as one of the charities for Boston Marathon, I just knew that was my way to make an impact, if you will, in the awareness of melanoma. I'd been a runner, and I have been a runner for many years since high school, and I figured once I had my surgery and that I was hopefully okay, and had clear margins and nothing had spread anywhere, and I was going to be able to continue running, that I was going to do whatever I could to educate people, to let them know that it, it's serious, because I had no idea. I had no idea it was as serious as it was. I found out in late 2018, in December of 2018, that a mole that I had on the side of my face, on my left temple, all of a sudden showed a little bit of a change. I had been going through quarterly screenings from the dermatologist. She took a sample of that one and found out that I had melanoma again. When I found out I had a reoccurrence, I was a little more anxious than I was the first time, because I knew more about melanoma and what the consequences could be if it wasn't caught early enough. And so I was a lot more anxious before the surgery. A lot of it had to do just because of the location of the surgery. The first one was on the top of my head. This one was on the side of my face. I've got a scar that's going to be there for the rest of my life. That's, everybody else says isn't noticeable, but it's a big neon light every time I look in the mirror. I see it, but it also reminds me every time I see it that I've got to be diligent about getting my skin screenings and making sure that if I do have something, another reoccurrence, that it's caught early. Really have been in the industry that I've been in is construction. And it's like, look, I grew up here. I used to think that I was invincible. We grew up not putting suntan lotion on to protect your skin. It was to get a tan. I work outside in construction. They don't think anything about it. And I tell them, I said, look at the side of my face, look at the top of my head. This is the stuff that can happen to you if you don't take care of your skin, if you don't go and get checked. And I tell them, look, I'm a walking example of what you should be doing. And because I was negligent and ambivalent to the things that I was doing by not protecting my skin, these are the consequences that I faced. Although I got very, very lucky, because mine were caught early and they had not spread yet. So if you're not going in and getting routine skin screenings, you should be doing it. And I know for a fact that there's at least 6 men in my industry, whether they were employees of mine, coworkers, or on the projects that I've been on, that have gone and gotten their skin checked just because of the testimony that I've had. I'm so grateful to Impact Melanoma to be able to share my story with you tonight. And just thank you for coming and thank you for supporting Impact Melanoma. They're doing great things for the awareness and the education of melanoma.